Grand Rising, everyone. This is so exciting to be here. Today's topic, I'd like to talk about self-love. I know that's a hard topic for everyone to be a part of, but you know, um, growing up, I was made fun of a lot. And I know people can relate to that one. I was called ugly, I was called stupid, I was called a whale, I was called pig. And when I got to high school, I ended up figuring something out, especially when I had these guys who would sit there and mess with me like they're gonna go out, they were interested in me, but I got to a point I said, you know what? I don't care what people think. I'm going to do what I'm going to do for me. And I'm going to have fun. And after that, so many things shifted for me. So many things happened where I ended up doing all kinds of fun stuff because of it. I had people coming to me. I was feeling pretty popular at that point, but not that it's a popular contest, it's not about popularity, but to finally be seen, to finally feel seen by people. And unfortunately, I still had a hard time with saying I love myself, even though I didn't care what anybody else thought. My ex-husband, he would compliment me. And when he complimented me, I'd tell him, yeah, okay, whatever. It didn't feel right. It didn't feel good for a compliment, which is crazy, right? But it's a matter of once I for the longest time, it wasn't until just recently that I started to truly love myself. When I got with my ex-boyfriend recently, 3.5 years, and we are no longer together, but that's okay. That's because we're both on a separate path, and I'm not unhappy with that. But he taught me to be able to look in the mirror and talk with the mirror, talk with the person in the mirror, and show myself love. It was one of the hardest things I did, but I'll tell you what, it got easier. It does get easier. And one of the things about it that was so beautiful is that because I finally got to a point where I was saying, I love you, to the woman in the mirror, I ended up doing meditations on it. I went off and did my own meditations with it. And the meditations were on self-love and affirmations and mantras. And it finally really worked for me. It worked very well for me. I'm still humble as ever, but I know I deserve to be loved. I deserve love from the highest form of love. And I'm so blessed for that. So blessed to be a part of that, be with that, within me. And because I'm realizing this and I'm seeing it for myself, that I'm able to shine my light so much brighter to people. I'm able to shine my light in the most highest and best way possible. very exciting, very wonderful. And this, doing what I'm doing with this healing that I've been doing in the last 3.5 years has helped me grow so much more. And it's helped me do so many things that I can know that I can help others do the same thing. Because we all deserve love. We all deserve to be loved. But to understand, we got to learn to love ourselves. We got to learn to love ourselves first in order for someone to love us. Because I'll tell you what, if you don't love yourself, you're making a challenge on other people to love you. Because if you don't love yourself, no matter how much love you want, no matter how much love you crave, you're always going to repel it. No matter how much somebody shows you the love that you deserve, you're always going to repel it away. And that is one of the hardest things for a person to see and experience. The person who is working on showing love to another person who doesn't love themselves. It's huge. It's a big deal. And for us to finally realize that, for people to realize that, where it's really at, is major. To also understand that what happened to you doesn't have to happen to you anymore. Whatever happened to you in your past, whatever happened to you when you were growing up, it doesn't have to be that way anymore. You get to make that choice. You get to take back that power and make that choice for yourself. When you show yourself love, when you show yourself respect, and when you show yourself respect, that's even better. Because you deserve respect just as much as you deserve love. To the highest degree. You are worthy. You all are worthy to be loved, to be respected. But if we keep trying to blame somebody else for not respecting us, when we're not respecting ourselves, you blame other people for not loving us because we're not loving ourselves. Then what is it? You know? Where's it really at then? It's time to take responsibility for yourself. It's time to take responsibility for what you do. If you really want to see a shift in your energy, if you really want to see a shift in your life, then it's time for you to work on loving yourself. It's time for you to be here for you. It's not selfish. It's not selfish at all. And for people to say that, is something going on with them, not you. They're going through the same problem as you. They're going through the same situation. They're not feeling love enough because they're not loving themselves. So two people trying to love each other, not loving themselves, it's like canceling it out. It's canceling it out completely. Canceling out all the love that you're working on showing somebody. And I'll tell you what, it is way more draining on anybody's energy to have to work on something to tell somebody you love them and they're not accepting it. But neither are you. So I am here to help. I am here to be of service because I do know what it's like. I do know what it's about. I do know how hard it is. But I also know how much more fun, much more enjoyable, much happier you can be if you take the time for yourself and not worry about what anybody else says or does. If they are not there to respect you in what you're doing for yourself, then they're not friends. They're not the real friends that you need or want. It's not worth it. It's not worth it at all. I know what it is to be a people pleaser. Even though in high school I said, I don't care what anybody else thinks. That only lasted for, I don't know, maybe a good 3-4 years. And then I started worrying about what people thought again. Because I wasn't taking the time to really know what I want out of life. I wasn't taking the time to realize what my worth is, my value, who I am and what I'm about. That's why it was time for me to set up on this journey and this path to know where it's at, what it's about for me. I love you all so very much. And if you're interested in contacting me and would like to know what I have to offer, what I have that can help, I will go ahead and be more than happy to put my email address down below in the description. And if you guys would like, please subscribe. And if you want to make some comments down below, be more than happy to, please. I appreciate you all. I appreciate everyone out there. Thank you so much. I love you all. Universal love and namaste.